PS to the previous video, a bit about Palestinians. So, I think it's quite important. I warned already about Wikipedia, that Wikipedia is also paid by Qatar. But now, the nicest report is, I read it now. It's the Hamas-linked NGO Euromed Human Rights Monitor. Human rights. When you're linked to Hamas, it can't be about human rights. You know, it's about terrorist rights. So the Hamas-linked NGO Euromed Human Rights Monitor is training now Gazans, so terrorists, to edit Wikipedia pages about the Israel-Hamas war, though it's through its Wiki Rights program. The Wiki Rights program. So for all the stupid people who love to believe terrorists always lie, who need to use AI videos or the self-made videos from Gaza, what is called Bollywood. You can check out the website Gazawood. They expose all the lies, how these videos, owned AI videos, photos from wars in Syria where Assad mass murdered Syrians, earthquakes from Turkey, or just stupid photos from Saudi Arabia or somewhere else, or AI videos, children in the snow. Yeah. And so then, Wikipedia in the last, I would say, 10-15 years was already quite bad. Yeah, it was not good. Also a nice video. Also Hamas. I mean, they're all the same. It doesn't matter if they're called Fatah or PLO. PLO, they just own a suit and a tie. Tie, not always. But Hamas? Hamas leader Fatih Ahmad screams that Hamas will never allow peace with Jews. According to him, the only thing they will do is beheading Jews. You can see this video on my Twitter channel, or you go on Memory TV. In Memory TV you find a lot. And yeah, that much about sorry. Another nice thing, so also, the Gazans are terrorists, that's their profession, you can say. Now they have a ceasefire, sort of, because of course the terrorists broke it. Yeah. I wanted to say something again about Musab Hassan Youssef. He exposed himself now as a Jihad supporter because he wanted to actually split the Persian resistance movement, who are all pro-Reza Pahlavi. And last week, and he always said, I'm a Palestinian. He converted to Christianity, right? Obviously that doesn't help much, because when you identify as a Palestinian, then you identify as a terrorist, and as I explained it already. Also, I learned it also from Arabs in Israel and people who live under the Palestinian Authority. The ones I met terror supporters who say I'm Palestinian. I met not terror supporters who say I'm an Arab. And with Israeli Arabs, it's the same. When they say I'm Arab, then they identify as Israeli. And when they say I'm a Palestinian, then they are pro-jihad. When somebody identifies as a Palestinian, he identifies as a terrorist. And Musab Hassan Youssef knows that. And it means he talks about, when the people in Iran win, then there is a power vacuum. No, there is no power vacuum, because they are united behind one person, and this is Reza Pahlavi, who is educated enough to make an interims or to build up or set up an interims government. And also the Persian people themselves are educated people. These are not Arabs. And last week he posted, now in Gaza, the Hamas started killing. To understand it, there's Hamas in Gaza, and there are other terror groups, and there are freelance terrorists, and they fight between each other, because Hamas also stole all this aid and all this stuff to sell it for high prices, to earn more money for more weapons and paying more terrorists. So that's why they fight with each other. But the others are also terrorists who want to kill the Israelis. It's all the same. They just don't like each other also. I mean, I say put them together for a month in a soccer stadium and let them kill each other, because it's also a solution. But these are all terrorists who want to destroy Israel. And you know what? Musab Hassan Youssef advised. He is an advisor of the Israeli government. So he advised the Israeli government to arm the terrorists who are not Hamas. What? Israel should arm terrorists that will fight and have fought against Israel? That would make sense. I don't know by whom he is paid, but this is completely nuts. Yeah, what he talks and posts is not normal. And to stay in Gaza with these nice people there, this Doctors Without Borders, they finally they said what we all have known. Yeah, this hospital, the Shifra hospital, was used as a terror base. We have all known it. Now finally you say it, and you haven't noticed the Israeli hostages who were murdered there. Oh, strange. Yeah, you are. These are not just Doctors Without Borders. You are doctors without ethics. This is what you are. So this is like it's like the Red Cross. Yeah? Also, anti-Semitic organization. But a Muslim man, Lisa Rosen posted it. A Muslim man in Gaza rages against the oppressive ceasefire. Yeah, this poor man, he can't murder and rape Israelis now. Quotation from this man: "We demand another October 7 style massacre on Jews." Cute people, right? Something new. Gideon Moshe Sa'ar is the Israeli Minister for Foreign Affairs. He spoke in the UN, I think today, and showing archaeological proofs with Hebrew inscriptions, of course, all found all over Israel, and asking how can it be against international law that we live on our land? It can't be. And an especially intelligent person asked anti-Semite, in combination with stupidity, but this is of course always a good combination, asks, but what about the Canaanite? You are from Europe. All Jews are from Europe? Jews are from Europe? And that's why 800,000 were expelled, right? From Islamic countries. And that's why Jews have lived in the land of Israel for 3,000 years. Non-stop, by the way. Even the Nazis were more intelligent because they knew that Jews were from Israel. Just saying. And then I answered this person and said, Jews are Canaanites. Canaanite people were Am Yisrael, the people of Israel, who had two kingdoms, the kingdom of Israel and the kingdom of Judah. The kingdom of Israel was destroyed by the Babylonians, the first Babylonian occupation. The funny thing, I don't find the date of the first Babylonian exile, I only find it for the second Babylonian exile. 598-97 BCE started. But was the second Babylonian exile and not the first Babylonian exile. So it was even before. So these people, the people of Israel, it's called Am Yisrael in Hebrew, which is a Canaanite language, the only survival Canaanite language. And the other people, in a former video I used it as a thumbnail, all these Canaanite kingdoms. You can see it. They were the Moabites, the Phoenicians, the Ammonites, and so on and so on and so on. They all don't exist anymore. So the Lebanese, the real Lebanese, not the Muslims, the real Lebanese, they claim that they are descendants from the Phoenicians, who invented the alphabet. Which also Latin and Greek and Cyrillic and Arabic and Hebrew and so forth developed. So the most Christians don't understand anything, also Muslims. Actually, religions are only Christianity and Islam. That has nothing to do with the people. But Judaism, like all the most old, people, are ethnic groups also. The Jews look different. Is because even in the time of the Second Temple, where we know much more about the time of the Second Temple than we know about the time of the First Temple. But in the Second Temple, Jews already lived outside of Israel. Also, it was called the Kingdom of Judah. That's why the name Jews. And that's why I had a bit of an argument. It was not supposed to be an argument, but the people, all Americans, of course, took it as an attack by me. But it was not meant as an attack. Jews always lived outside of Israel, but the most lived in Israel. And it's called Israel because it's the people of Israel, the land of Israel, and the God of Israel. And that's why what is now actually the state of Israel, Medinat Yisrael, was actually the kingdom of Judah. Because the northern kingdom called Israel was destroyed by the Babylonians, and we don't know what happened to the people. And there are no records. Yeah, that's it. But these people were, of course, not Arabic speaking, because Arabs are from the Arabic Peninsula, and they were not Arab. In the times of the Persians, the Persian Empire used Aramaic as the lingua franca for the western part of the Persian Empire. That's why many people who were not Aramaic switched to Aramaic, or wrote in Aramaic like the Nabateans, or used Aramaic script like the Nabateans. and not the Phoenician. For example, the original Hebrew Bible was written in Phoenician script, or also called Old Hebrew, but in fact it's Phoenician. And they also switched to this Aramaic script, and Arabic is Aramaic cursive script, italic script, hand script. So Old South Arabic script is not related to the script the Arabs use nowadays, and Old South Arabic is also not related to Arabic. It is really a fact that education prevents pre-churches, but the people who are educated with pre-churches, it's already from a small childhood on, refuse to get educated. This is the problem. Get educated and stop your pre-churches. But of course our pre-churches are based on emotions. And that's the problem with you people. And this destroys our world. And of course, you wonderful Muslims, you can, of course, conquer the whole world. There's also a Hamas guy also stated that Islam will be in every house. We don't want shit Islam. And even a lot of Muslims don't want it. Yeah? If you don't want to develop, it's your problem. Keep it to yourself. Then we don't come to your countries, we don't pass by, we don't leave our money, we don't go on vacation. You can rot in your countries, in a Stone Age mindset. Okay, have fun. But when you're a politician, it's your task, and this goes to all politicians, not only in the Islamic world. As a politician, your task is to do the best for your citizens and for your country. And jihad and war is not good for your citizens. Do you get it? I mean, it's not so hard to understand. Bye.